welcome to Conversations with Aeson. I'm Aeson Knight, and you guys are my co-hosts tonight. So, we're going to be talking about a few different things. As you guys, if you're following our social media, you've noticed that we are now rebroadcasting over at the Magic Happens Radio Network. That's why you'll see, like, Aeson up at 5 o'clock in the morning, supposedly, but it's a rebroadcast, and I hope you guys enjoy them. That way, in case you do miss it, you can hop in there and listen, but you can also listen to us throughout the day. We have different shows throughout the day, so please follow us on your social media. Also, you can always reach me over at psychic.biz. They are our sponsor, the reason that, we're able to stay on the air. And, pop over there. They've got Fall 16 as the current code. And, so you can use that. You get $5 free. We are working on some new coupon codes for the station. Those should be out next week sometime. Because, coffee used to be our code, and we've actually used up the allotted spots for it, which is a great thank you to you guys. All right, so let's hop into tonight's topic, and it's probably one of the closest ones to a lot of us, pets. And it's quite interesting, I find, that, people get so invigorated and connected to their pets, and, they don't understand, example, I have 6 cats, 2 dogs, a bird, and a fish. Yep, it's a mini Noah's Ark, I keep telling people. But all of mine are rescues. But, at the same way, I get information from them. I talk to them all the time. They talk to me all the time. It's kind of like, here's an example. My first office cat was Nina. And I got Nina when I lived in Ohio. Well, Nina, aged on and crossed over. Well, a few months later, after she crossed over, I was offered a rescue, and it's Lady Catherine. And Lady Catherine is a calico cat. Her birth family apparently weren't too kind to cats because she was found on one of our local interstates' air bridges in a box after it fell out of a car window. But I got to noticing with her, even as a kitten, she would do the same things Nina does. If it's time for me to go to work, she's meowing at the top of her lungs. When it's time for bed, she looks at me like, get the hell out of here. But she has a lot of the same things. Now, that's because I don't read on my life on a psychic level. I stopped doing that years ago because it gives me a headache. But, that happens with pets. We get them reincarnated, one after the other after another. How many people have had dogs? And Vlad's like this too, I think, before he was Candy, which was my first collie. But he's a border collie, and he's just all into it. Everything, he learns his commands right. He knows his yard. He's a really good puppy. But he has a lot of the same behaviors that my first dog had. And, I trained him. I train all my animals. They've all got their own behaviors. But, animals are much different than humans. Humans, if you're having an achy, cranky day, because you're older, maybe your legs are hurting, maybe you're tired, you get all aggravated. You're all flustered and upset. Pets are like, yeah, this is life. You don't see a dog depressed because he lost a leg in a car accident. He's just happy to still be here. It's like, oh, I got 3 legs. That means I can run faster. So they've got that evolved pet sense about them. And they already know the cycle of life. I think, humans go, oh, we're the most evolved people. Baloney. Give me a cat. Give me a dog. Both of them are much more evolved than we are because they got that unconditional love. Otherwise, my bunch would probably attack any human around after some of the things they've been through. They also have unconditional trust. And this is one of my famous lines, and it is, if you're wanting a companion, don't go out and date every dang frog. Go get you a dog or a cat, depending on how needy you want your companion to be. If you want a partner, that's when you start dating. And that's because of the bond of the animal is the companionism. They stay and they sit and they give you all the attention and all the focus and all the comfortability. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on your animals and, just what level of psychicism and maybe some of the patterns of animals you've had. How many how many times have you lost one within a few days? Another one shows up, or when another one does, decide to grace your home, then it's like, oh yeah, I know you and you know me. Okay, we're great. And let's kind of talk a little bit about that. And of course, we'll be taking your questions and comments throughout the show. So let's get started. Let's go over to 610. 610, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi. Who we got?
Hi, Aeson. Hi, Aeson. This is Sonia.
Hi, Sonia. And how you doing?
I'm doing good. Actually, I just wanted to call in, let you know that I've spoken to you about a sale of a rental property.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally happened.
Yay.
Yep. So, but it almost didn't happen because, my realtor, he ended up not showing up, some confusion, something, but he wanted me to schedule and some disagreements with the other parties, but I'm like, nope, not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be there without him, so be it.
Oh, wow. It just means that he gets less commission, honey.
Well, he's still going to get it, but he didn't look very good in the eyes of the rest of the people,
Well, of course.
That's the way it is. But anyways, everything went well, but the only thing is that the downstairs tenants only paid me for partial rent. But before I even told him the place was sold, we both signed a paper saying that he owed a balance.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the place was sold, I told him that, it has been sold, everything is transferred over to the new owners, and that you're still responsible for the partial rent, and should you decide, it's not paying in full by the date that we agreed, then bear in mind that you're going to be legally bound to it, so there's going to be legal consequences. So I just presented him the letter just in case he has any ideas. But I'm supposed to go by next week, the date we agreed to collect the rest.
Right.
So do you see him paying up? Balance?
I feel that he does.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, I just put that letter in there as a safety mechanism, I guess,
Right. And you're just to be done with it.
Yeah, I don't want to have any more ties with there. Now, as far as with the buyers or anything, you don't see them, trying to reach out to me sometimes, or
no.
You don't see any issues with them, right?
No, I feel like you're done with it, honey.
Right, and just in case, I answered almost all their questions, what they have. I told them about the maintenance, but really, that's their job now, not mine.
Exactly. You're free and clear and you can walk on forward. They can't do anything about the property. You have literally no legal responsibility to the property.
Right.
Okay.
And I don't want to. I don't want to keep going back there.
Right.
Just to get my rent, and that's it.
Right.
Yep. All right. I just wanted to mention that, and thank you very much, and just to let everyone know.
You're welcome.
That.
I'm glad that you got the property sold, honey. You have a great evening.
Thank you, you too.
Bye, darlings. All right, let's go over to 678. 678, you're on the air.
Hi, Aeson. It's Susie.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm doing okay. As you know, I have 6 dogs, and each one of them has a very different personality, and they all really get along with each other. One of them had a little bit of difficulty getting along with the others, but she's adjusted now that she's 17.
Right. Well, she didn't know. Well, now she just doesn't give a crap. But I think early on she thought she should rule the roost. I mean, she's the princess after all.
Yes, that's right. But they're all very good. They're very, very good dogs, and one in particular, though, I got him quite quite accidentally from someone that lived up the road from me. She didn't want him anymore. And, you know, it's amazing how these animals, they find you somehow.
Right.
Because I feel definitely a soul-to-soul connection with him.
Oh, very much so. And it's a continuing soul connection. You know.
He's just so precious to me. And I said, no matter where I am and no matter where you are, we'll always be together.
Very much so.
I tell them that all the time.
Right, and they always stay focused. They're always involved. You know, even when they cross over, they're more busier than, you know, we are when they cross over, because they got to figure out, okay, now I got to get back. How am I going to get back? Who's in heat? Who wants to, you know, mother? You know, they got to do more contracts than we do.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you can you see, you know, pets on the other side?
I can normally. I can see them. I don't normally get information from them. Of course, you know, when I'm talking with your pets, I'm really more so watching a slideshow. But, yeah, I'm able to communicate with them some, and I have fun with it. So much fun. Because they're just more chilled out. You know, it's kind of like, did you feed me? Yep. Okay. The house is great. Yep. Okay, then I'm ready to go.
Now I have a dog that crossed over just right about a year now. Her name is Daisy, and I miss her terribly still.
Yeah, but she'll be back.
Well, the thing is that as these dogs whittle down, you know, I really don't plan to add any more. Because
you can just ditch that plan, honey.
Well, I'm 50. I just turned 57, so I don't want to. I want to outlive the dogs. You know, if she comes back to me somehow, you know, because I don't. They are my responsibility. I feel like, you know, I took it upon myself to connect with them and take care of them. It's my obligation, I feel, in this lifetime to take care of them. And so I really would like to outlive them. So, you know, it's not that my family are not pet lovers, because they all are. But,
they all are.
You know, some of their partners are not pet lovers. Yeah. Yeah, and they can't be somebody else's. So.
Right. But, you know, it happens. But, honey, I'm going to tell you, you ain't getting out of this.
Oh, I'm still going to get Daisy back?
I don't want to take any more. You're still going to get babies back.
I'm going to get Daisy back, you think?
I think so. I'd look for her around by the time you get settled into the new flower bed at the new house.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, and I have another one over on the other side, 2 Peaches. I lost her at way too young of an age. She crossed over at 9 years old, and I swear it's because she was a puppy mill puppy.
No,
and
she just had a short stint.
Oh, yeah. Well, she had cancer in her chest, and that was very, very rough for me. You know, you just never really picture the dog to you know, be touched with cancer. You think it's a human, you know, a human thing.
Oh, honey, they get it more than we do.
They get it too.
Yeah, they get it more than we do. They have the same health problems. They just don't give it that much thought. It's just like, okay, yeah, this is coming. Oh, well, that's normal.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, they just have that view that, you know, this is life. You know, oh, you know, I've reached my peak. Okay. All right. I've got exactly 7 more years, 2 days. Let's go find my ball. I mean, they don't do that worrying and stressing that we do.
Yes, that's the truth.
You know, because they're
what?
pure light beings.
Yes, they are. You know, I really wish that, you know, we did have the opportunity to cross over as wonderfully as they have the opportunity to by, you know, us not having, you know, making the choice to not have them suffer anymore.
Well, you know, that's kind of us taking that option. And I do feel like, you know, eventually our view of euthanasia may change. It's doubtful.
Yes.
You know, it's going to be slow progression. But that's us making that choice for them. They normally know it's coming. They schedule it out. And it's like, okay. You know, and they know when they're ready. They know when they're ready.
Right. Yes. Yes, she absolutely
and
and positively. Both of them, actually. Well, Peaches passed right at the vet's office as soon as I left, and I was supposed to come back for her. And the vet called me as soon as I left and said, you need to turn around and come back.
Right.
So,
it was already gone
Daisy,
before you got your seatbelt fastened.
That's right. So, and I really think that that's the way she wanted it, too.
Right. She did. And they normally do that. You know. Normally they'll either wait for you to leave or wait for you to come back, depending on if they want an audience or not. You know, some of them, like, you know, Peaches was shy and didn't want an audience to it. It's kind of like humans when they cross. Some of them want the whole family in there, rocking and rolling to the end, and others are like, go away, leave me alone, shut the door. When I'm done, you can come pick up this suit. Same thing with animals.
Yeah, that's the way I want it. It's like, okay, let me just go nice and by myself and just have breakfast on me.
Right. You know. And it was interesting, you know, a lot of times when because my previous life, I was a nurse, and a lot of people would cross at 3 and 4 in the morning, and those were the ones that didn't want to deal with their families. I think they just checked out because they knew everybody else would be in sleep.
Very, very nice. Yes, very nice.
Yeah. Now, does your animal?
It is beautiful.
Yeah, your middle one there. They like to predict the weather, don't they?
There's we have a few in the middle age.
Right.
Yeah, my little white one, you know, he's always been very good, the cockapoo. Very smart dog.
Intelligent.
Yes, he is.
Says that you need to talk more to him because you ain't been talking here lately. But I think he likes to predict the weather. Like, you know, a storm's coming, he'll start acting funny.
Oh, hyper. Yeah. A little hyper.
He gets excited about it.
And recently, I've discovered that it must be when I'm not home. He gets up on the kitchen table and likes to look out the window.
Put my chair over there, for goodness sakes.
Oh, he's so funny. And when somebody's sitting down to have dinner, he'll just be like a person and hop up on the other chair and be like, okay, where's my dish?
Yep. And that's because, you know, he thinks he should eat when you eat.
That's right. Every time.
Every time.
It's very cute. Very, very cute. I'm not too familiar with, you know, having a cat. We've always had dogs.
Right.
But
they're
my
more
friend of mine. Yes, they are.
You know, they like to do all mine have their own little rooms, and it's kind of like, this is my room, you go somewhere else. But they all have you'll notice, with cats and dogs, we have multiples. They develop pack mentalities. You know, people can say cats don't have packs. I'll explain to them, I'll let them come live at my house, and they'll see the pack mentality going on. But we have our alpha female, who's Lady Catherine, and she lives in the office and dares anybody to come live in here with her. She has her own little, her own little heater, and she eats at her own bowls, and dares anyone to enter the office, or she'll whip them back out. But
oh my goodness,
it's like your 6 little, you have your leader that eats first, walks first, been there the longest, and they all lay it out into, this is how life is, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, the big one, though, she's the only big one I have. The rest are little. She likes to beat the little ones to the door first, and then she likes to always be first, because she thinks that size matters.
More so attitude matters to her, and I think that she wants to be there first because she thinks that she needs to protect them.
Yes, that's you're very right.
And she thinks that they're little, so she has to make sure that they behave. I also feel like, is she a herding dog? What is she?
She's a German Shepherd, I think, boxer mix.
See, for some reason, she wants to keep them all in line. Like, I've got to keep they run off all over the place. I got to chase them back to where they belong.
Oh.
Almost like the energy of a collie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully my son's dog will be around a little bit so that she can at least have another big dog that she can hang with.
He will, but she and him kind of get along, but your son's dog's a little bit too feisty for her.
Oh.
It's kind of like, will you slow down? I've got things to do, and you're bugging me, kid.
Well, actually, he's very hyper. He doesn't sit down. He's sweet as anything, but he doesn't know how to relax. It's like he's always got to be on his all fours.
But that's his breed. He's an alerter.
Yeah. I love that dog. Yep, you just
he
love
likes
him
you
all
too, but wants more cookies.
Yes, well, Grammy will always give him cookies. I love my granddogs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, Aeson, I just have one question for you.
Sure.
Off the subject. Okay, I didn't get to see Chris today. Wanted to see how far out are we looking to see to have this
Wednesday,
happen.
honey.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, he works all day.
I understand that, honey, but I feel like you'll possibly see him on Wednesday.
Okay, very good. Because, I hope it's not too far out because we can go 3 weeks, a month, and not see each other.
No, it won't be that long.
And mind you, we haven't even seen each other to celebrate my birthday together. And now the holidays are here.
I know, honey, but you know the situation. I'd plan on them for next year.
Yes, I will plan on that.
Okay.
Yes, how about Valentine's Day? That would be lovely.
That'll be lovely.
Yes, it will. Thank you very much, Aeson. It was
You're
wonderful
welcome, darling.
talking to you.
Great talking to you too, darling. I'll talk to you later.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, I'm going to take a short break, and then when I come back, I'll be taking some more calls.
And you'll find us at www.themagichappens.com, your free online magazine.
Did you know that you are surrounded by love every moment of every day? Did you know that all you have to do is reach out and know that you are loved to feel it? Each and every one of us have angels assigned to us, but sometimes we need to learn how to connect with them and to hear them. You're invited to listen, chat, and be loved on Angel Whispers, hosted by your very own Divine Angel, your messenger of love and healing, live in the Psychic Coffee Shop online Blog Talk Radio channel. You'll see and know that your angels are only just a whisper away.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Do you have burning questions you need answered? We all do. Visit our website at psychic.biz, where you can find accurate psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers from around the world who are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can have your questions answered anonymously and right from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. The introductory chat is always free, and we offer low per-minute rates and special promotions. Our online psychics offer helpful, practical guidance into what matters most to you. Visit us today at psychic.biz.
Some people talk to their pets. Some people talk to their plants. And some people just talk to themselves. We're not being all judgy, but how's that been working out for you? I've got a better idea. Join Master Psychic Aeson Knight for Conversation with Aeson, the show where you're the co-host. You call, you talk, you live a better life.
You're on the air.
Yes, hi. Thanks for taking my phone call.
You're welcome, darling. How you doing?
I'm okay. Not that great.
Well, how can I help you?
When do you see your boyfriend coming in? And don't say feel good about yourself and in 10 years.
Well, honey, you know, if it's going to be that long, I'll let you know, and you can get a book and a cab.
About it. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Conversation with Aeson on Blog Talk Radio, Psychic Coffee Shop online. Oh, and you can bring your cat. Hi, welcome, relax, have a cup of your favorite topics with your hosts Aeson Knight and Rain Love. There's nothing like a good conversation to warm your soul and give your spirit a break now and then. Aeson and Love have such a wonderful way of exploring topics like psychic phenomena, important topics in our daily lives from a psychic's point of view, and you never know who else will stop by. The Psychic Coffee Shop, live on Blog Talk Radio. So come on in. We made a fresh cup of Java just for you.
Well, welcome back, everyone, and that was just our breaks. Just some scheduling stuff. Angels Whispers with Divine Angel will be Thursday nights at 10 p.m. now. The coffee shop is Wednesdays at 11. Tune in, tune up. I don't know what me and Rainey are talking about this week. I know that we'll have a guest on the following week, so we'll see. All right, so let's get back into taking your calls and hearing from you guys. Let's go over to 203. 203, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi. Who we got?
This is Victoria. I
Hi.
was just
How can I
calling
help
to
you?
ask you about my love life and what you're picking up with that.
As far as what, darling?
Well, regarding the man in my life.
Okay. I feel like you guys are working on your balances. I do feel like he's going to be picking up steam here and getting a little bit more focused, but I'm going to tell you, you're looking at about a week and a half before he's really more involved. Okay?
Okay. Because we really had like a falling out like yesterday, and he actually shared with me that he is seeing someone else. And so obviously that's very hurtful. So I don't know, is that like serious?
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, because what happened was I basically, reached out and, I told him, like, do you want, the same things as I do as far as a relationship and whatnot. And, he actually flat out said that he doesn't. And then he told me how he's actually seeing someone, and I actually saw pictures. So,
right.
And
but I
this
feel
would
like
explain
he's
why
pushing.
he's been distant.
Darling, I feel like he's pushing. I feel like that it's more so a fear than anything else. And I don't feel like this other thing is even halfway serious.
Okay.
Okay.
And, like, he honestly was, like, so upset with the way I reacted because I was, like, when he told me that, of course, I was like, well, what do we have? Nothing. So he actually ended up blocking me, like, my phone number and, like, on social media, like so quickly after that. And so, like, I was so blindsided. And, like, I just couldn't believe that.
It feels to me that it's more so a reactorial thing, because you're ready for serious and stable, and he's ready for, just starting to get stable. He's not even ready for serious yet. And yeah, it's a little blindsiding of you. He blindsided you a little bit, but it was reactorial. It's like, well, you're about ready to cross the finish line. I'm not even there. I'll trip and fall and make a big noise, which is basically what he's done. Okay? So that's why you got to sit back and let him catch up to you. And really, let him block you. Let him act like a little 3-year-old holding his breath, and don't react to it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, darling. You have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, let's go over to 646. 646, you're on the air. Oh, hold still. Where'd you go? There we are. 646, you're on the air.
Hey, Aeson, how are you this evening?
Good. How are you, hon?
I'm doing well. I'm just in bed now.
How can I help you?
Yes. Okay, not now, but when I move, I'm thinking about getting a little puppy. And I just would like to know my God's saying.
I think you do get a little puppy. A little female puppy that she's been with you before. But it'll be one with really big ears.
Yes,
like a
that's
Cocker
what I was
Spaniel,
thinking.
that type of thing. Yeah, good bit of attitude. Probably, multicolored. They'll probably either be the what I call the basil-looking ones, where they're that brown and then also that sandy color to them. But I do think that you do get a little puppy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That way you could have a good companion, and she'll keep you busy and get you out more.
That's what I was thinking.
Because, honey, you need to be getting out more. You live inside those 4 walls too much.
Ugh, I'm getting out, I promise. 2017 is my year. Yes, all right. And I'm also thinking about applying for bankruptcy in about 2 weeks. Will that go good?
It will, but I want you, before you do that, to pull a credit report, because I think there's some things that need to go into the bankruptcy that you won't think of.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to make sure you get all your documents in line.
Okay. All right, so I'll do that. Do you think I should file on my own, or should I just go and pay an attorney?
Go pay an attorney.
Okay, so something.
I know it sounds weird, but that way, as complicated as they've made it so far, go get an attorney. It's worth it. It ain't worth you going through all the hassle and the stress of it, okay?
Sounds good. I will do it.
All right, honey.
Thank you.
You have a good evening.
Okay.
Okay. Now this board's being stubborn tonight. All right, let's go to 202. 202, you're on the air.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just want a reading about the men in my life. Well, not all of them, but
okay.
Two.
I was going to say, really, we got a small army here. How can I help you with them?
I don't know about my brothers. And I have sons, and I don't want to know about them right now. And mainly this new man that I met, and now
what's
my
his name?
ex. His name is Rudolph Brown.
Okay, and how can I help you with Rudolph?
Just to really get some clarity about, what's his true intention.
I feel his true intention is to form a relationship. But here's the thing. He's in that, what I call the peacock move, where he's trying to show you how good he is and how great he does everything and, how everything is all this or all that. So with that, see it for what it is, which is just him being a peacock. And let him flap his wings and shake his tail all he wants. I do feel like he is a good guy. He needs space, and he does move a little slower than you are, so kind of take your time with it.
Oh, wow, that would be good.
Okay? And I really feel with him, now I'm going to warn you, he has an ex that's an idiot. So you may even start hearing gossip about him. Don't bother. Don't even waste your time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. I guess I wanted to ask you, my ex, just all of a sudden called me trying to, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with him, but,
he's wanting back in, honey.
Huh?
He's wanting back in.
Yeah, but
you don't need that.
Changed, yeah. I don't. I mean, I still care about him, but
right. He hasn't grown up. He hasn't changed. He hasn't improved himself. No. You got a new one that's good, and he's courting you. Let him be the little peacock and show off to you and enjoy it. But don't be dealing with that ex. You'd go right back into the same mud hole you were in, honey.
Yeah, most definitely. I figured that.
And that's not needed.
No, I don't even want it, so,
Right.
On that level.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, honey. You have a good evening.
You too. Good night.
Good night. Okay, guys, let's go on over to 917. 917, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hello, 917?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, hon. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
How can I help you? Yep.
Well, I wonder, if you've seen me being able to heal M.
To heal them?
Yeah. I work as a healer.
But see, here's the thing with them. You're able to help them and heal them, but they've got to do some work too.
Okay.
Okay. Part of that is, them getting rid of some of this emotional baggage they're packing around, and I'm sure you felt it. Because it looks to me like they got 3 steamer trunks, and they're stuck in neutral/victim mode.
Okay. How do I...
Okay.
What item?
Do what, honey?
Well, do you see him being able to... I don't know what to do about that. Is there anything I can do about that part, or...
Well, what you do is you have to sit down with them and explain to them, look, I can fill you up and heal you and work with you, but you've got to meet me halfway. And this is what I do with some of my life coaching clients. And I tell them point blank, you have to start doing A, B, C. You need to, get rid of this. You need to change this behavior. You need to start drinking more water. You need to, let go of this situation so that you can heal.
Yeah.
If you get to the roots of their issues, then, you'll start noticing their healing increases a lot more than what normally happens.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you see anything in terms of work for me? I've been looking for a full-time job, and I was wondering...
You mean a second full-time job, because you already got one.
Yeah. I have a part-time one.
It's full-time. You're just not working it full-time, honey. But I feel like you're going to get another one probably within 6 weeks.
Okay. Is there anything I need to do or just apply?
I feel what you need to do is to look around and really question, what do I want to do on my off time?
Well, on my off time, I want to be doing what I'm doing right now.
Well, no, the other part of the time.
Work with special needs.
All right, then. Then focus on working with special needs and filling in jobs there. And I think you'd be great working with special needs.
I hope so. I just want to get myself going here.
Well, part of that is just having the need to do it, honey, and you've got that need. You just have to fill it in, okay?
I do. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, hon. What else?
That's it.
Okay. Well, honey, I'm here if you need me. You have a great evening.
Hey, you too. Have a happy holidays to you.
You too, darling. All right, let's go over to 347. Good evening, 347. 347. 347. Going once, going twice. Put you back over on the waiting station. Okay, guys, so as we know, your pets are psychics. And, they're being found to do such wonderful things like alert you if you're having a sugar problem, alert you if the animals are working more now than humans are. But the first thing you have to do is start talking to them. And a lot of us already do this. But what we don't listen to is when they come back. When they answer back, it's kind of like, oh, well, you ain't really paying attention. No, they've said something to you, and you heard it, but you just kind of brushed it off. Have you ever noticed that with animals that they can really just talk their way through everything? They can get comfortable. They deal with any situations very well. But they sense it before you do, and it's because of that energy wave that they're on. When you begin having behavioral problems, and I've had this with my rescues, behavioral issues, i.e. not wanting to use the litter box. Or maybe they don't like where the litter box is at. You need to ask them what the deal is. And they'll tell you. You'll either dream it or, you get the thought in your head of, oh, yeah, they don't really like the litter box in the living room because everybody's around them. They'd prefer it in the laundry room. Or maybe they don't like a litter box. Maybe they want a pad instead because they keep, going on your newspapers. Well, put a pad down for them. They're here as our companions and as our support systems, but they're also here to help, focus our energies, calm us down. It has actually been medically proven that a cat, if you get blood pressure problems, you should have at least 2 cats because petting the cat will lower your blood pressure. If you got depression, you should have a dog because the dog's activity will cause you to be more active, which will lift the depression. You know, so I think we're just now starting to really discover that connection between man and our pets. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed this topic. If you've got any suggested topics, you can always reach me over on my Facebook page. Pop it in there. I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with you about anything. In between now and tomorrow night, if you'd like to reach me for a private reading, you can do so by going to psychic.biz. And remember, keep on code FALL16, where you can get $5 free added to your account. And yes, I am on phone and chat till 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, good night, y'all.
You're listening to The Magic Happens Radio Network, sponsored by The Magic Happens magazine. You'll find us at www.themagichappens.com.
Do you have burning questions you need answered? We all do. Visit our website at psychic.biz, where you can find accurate psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers from around the world who are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can have your questions answered anonymously and right from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. The introductory chat is always free, and we offer low per-minute rates and special promotions. Our online psychics offer helpful, practical guidance into what matters most to you. Visit us today at psychic.biz.